Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Are you?
Stuffing my face again.
Oh, what? Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, there
I
we go. We're live.
We're live. I didn't have my volume on. It's like,
Oh,
where'd she go? I don't understand what's happening. Okay.
okay. What?
Word to the wise. FYI.
Mhm.
Like 911.
Yeah.
This fe
411.
No,
Oh, no.
911.
Yeah, okay. 911. Yeah, what?
911.
What?
You know the feta cheese tomato dish that's going around on
Oh,
TikTok?
my God. I hate that because it's like 9,000 times a day I see it. Yeah.
Okay. Word, like, look, if you do not pierce the tomatoes before you cook them and then you mash them after the fact, the hot juice can burn you. I'm lucky I didn't get it in the eye. And
Really?
I knew this, like, I already know that. So I'm like holding the lid to the pan because I did it in my like my oven proof frying pan, right? My cast iron.
Yeah.
So I had the lid like this and I'm mashing it with the potato masher, knowing that it spews hot lava everywhere. Look, look at that.
Wow.
So
Oh,
please take the time and either pierce it with a paring knife or pierce them with a fork.
cut them up
And
first, maybe?
well,
Do that.
sure, but that makes a lot of work. So why even do it at all? But it's just pierce them, I don't know, like or cut them up.
Yeah. That's scary, actually.
And James like, "Oh, you never have pimples? What the hell? You've got pimples." And I'm like, "I burnt myself. I almost got it in the eye."
You're lucky you didn't, actually.
I know. So please, when you're cooking these, well, it's a great dish. It's easy peasy, right? And
That's why it's everywhere. It's
it
easy to
just
do on the internets. It's
yes,
easy
the
to do
internet,
on the internets.
the internet. But honestly, it's fantastic. It'd be great to throw some sun-dried tomatoes in there as well. But I usually throw olives and whole garlic and onions to roast and
Wow.
savor in that. And then I throw in some fine herbs with the oregano to make it like smell super delicious. And then this time, I didn't like the feta cheese I got.
Oh, it really does depend the kind that you get. Whether was it cows or goat?
I think it was probably just cow, but it melted like gooey, like matzah, not like crumbly like feta.
Hmm. Interesting.
Dis- Disappointed, but that's okay. It what it is. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Yeah. My husband actually introduced me to Greek salad and really good feta cheeses and stuff like
Really
that.
good. The last one I got
Um,
was goat. I'm gonna try sheep next for sure.
Yeah, goat is good. It's a little bit milder, I think, than sheep. Sheep is pretty strong. We used to go to the Danforth in Toronto to this little Greek place that had some amazing. It actually had some really good Greek cheese, feta, spadakopita, and what was it?
Ooh,
There was a special
throw
coffee.
those words in there.
Oh yeah, no, I've been doing it 10 years with him now. He's the one that spent like 7 years in Greece, so. But that's a spinach pie. You know that.
Yeah. No, I
And
don't.
actually, one of our first dates, we went to the Parthenon out in Hammer. It's not there anymore, though. And they had what you're going to be mad at me for saying this. They had a special dish, and I can't remember the name of it. But we brought the kids, and they were little at the time. And what they basically do is they have a piece of feta, and then
Mhm,
they kind of bread it and put lemon juice on it, and then they
mhm.
put orzo or something on it and flame it
Uzo,
up.
Uzo, or
Ouzo,
Zambuca,
yeah,
and then flame
yeah,
it. Yeah, for
flame it.
sure.
So we call it the flaming cheeses. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not offending anybody with that, but it was just a funny thing. You never remember
Well,
the real
I
name
never
of it.
remember the name. I know I've never had it, but it sounds delicious, and maybe we should
Oh,
do
it
it some
is.
Friday night
Oh, it's
here.
amazing. And
James
you have
loves
to eat.
fire. He
Yeah.
loves fire, so that should certainly be a campfire favorite. I
Oh,
should do that with Fireball even. Fireball on
you
some
know that.
brie and then light it on fire. Yay, Kayla!
Hi, good
Yay.
morning.
Good
Morning.
morning.
We're
Good
just being really
morning.
silly this morning.
We were talking about our food
attacking us.
You know the TikTok tomato feta cheese bake? Please pierce them because I burnt myself.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm super lucky. I'm just gonna sue TikTok. That's all.
I don't think
There
that's
you have
a
it.
thing.
I don't think it's a
keep
thing.
coming through the feed every 5 minutes.
I think
We'd
so.
like to get off TikTok.
Exactly. So we had invited Kayla, Miss Kayla Sumer, to join us today because we cannot talk enough about her and, of course, Perro, right? And I think I even spoke about, I was telling Wendy, I like pitched Perro hard yesterday to a woman in Berks Falls. I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm scheming in for a job, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that's great because I mean, Berks Falls, Sudbury, wherever you are in Ontario, you can
In Ontario.
Somebody who works with Perro. So
yeah,
it's one of those beautiful things. Yeah,
so
we work with many.
Tell us all about it. It's yours. That's why we invited you, not us talking silliness, but yes.
Well, we can still be silly, of course. But yeah, Perro is, this wonderful organization that I was lucky enough to discover when I opened my business. And there were so many things that I didn't know about when I opened up my own business. And, you have all this doubt and fear and, you don't have this knowledge of where to take things and to get started. So essentially I just picked up the phone and I found them in a Google search and I said, hey, I need help with my business. And they helped me with everything from the planning of my business, how to apply for grants and loans, which I was able to really grow my business, scale up my business. Network with people, find wonderful programs like the Starter Company Plus that was here that I went through a few years ago to expand my business. So that's how I sort of got connected with Perro. And, when they were seeking somebody in Sudbury, I said, yes, I put my hand up and said, I want to be that person now to help other women in business.
Yeah, because you had such an incredible experience and you just wanted to just pass that along, right? Because that's just who you are. And you just so much goodness in all of it. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. Like, honestly, like sharing our knowledge, our passions on with every single person who will hear us. So yeah. That's amazing. So you have, so we are involved, like you would have seen on our feeds, we've been nominated for our circle. I think Wendy and Darlene and Dawn, I think all have individually been voted for other different things. So tell us about like what a circle is. People hear us talk about circles all the time.
Circles, again, are one of these great things that Perro has pieced together, and they've been doing it for, as long as Perro has existed, over 25 years. So there's over 185 Perro circles in all of Ontario, and it's just a group of 4 to 7 women that come together, they work together, they support each other, encourage each other, help their businesses grow, and really just have that tight, small network of women who are your cheerleaders, right? Like your sisters, your unbiological sisters, sort of cheering, rooting you on. I know for me, my circle and my experiences, that my fiance and my family, we're not really I don't really have anyone in my network that's an entrepreneur that I can vent with, that I can sort of explore ideas with. So my circle mates are my go-to girls, when things go wrong or if I have an issue, we figure out solutions together. And when we fall and crash and all of those things, they pick us up and then we celebrate. Like you said, you're nominated for an award with Perro, you'll have your circle mates there cheering you on and rooting you on for those types of things in business and anything that you're going through with this entrepreneurial journey, which is unique for everyone.
Yes.
I think so. I think it's amazing. I think it is. So and so the way I simply kind of in a nutshell, in an elevator pitch, it's like that theory of small women business loans. Like we would then support the function in Africa. We do the same thing in Ontario. Like that's that whole premise of women supporting women. And I just absolutely have loved the theory of it. And so it wasn't a Northern Ontario initiative, correct? It's where it started in Thunder Bay. No,
yeah,
Perro itself.
Oh yeah, Perro did start in Thunder Bay, and it was started by Roz Lockyer. She had this beautiful dream of, empowering women and helping women along their journey, and just making sure that they got equal support, of course, because we always we always fight for that as women entrepreneurs. There's, we're the caregivers, and we really have barriers that we're still facing today that that we're working with. So yeah, it all started in Thunder Bay, and then it just grew into northeastern Ontario, more of an expansion into northwestern Ontario. And now we're in, places like Ottawa and Toronto, and helping people in those areas. And it's really just growing all over. And there's definitely a need for it, because we get, requests every single day from people just like, how do I do this? And how do I do that? And, Perro's just this hub, this beautiful place for us to connect our networks with people. And, if I don't know somebody, if a client comes to me and I don't know somebody, I know somebody in my network, knows somebody who can figure out a solution for something. So that was, that's a beautiful thing. It's nice to have us all over the province working together.
I think so. I think it's fantastic, honestly. So what is it that you do? Tell us what you actually do. What do you do? What is your business? You personally.
So my business is a Fun Cube photo booth. So I do events all over Sudbury. We'll go as far south as, we've done London events before. If people are willing to travel, pay for all that travel to London, we'll do that. But we do most of our events in the greater Sudbury area. Also, we will travel to Timmins again. If somebody, doesn't have the services that we provide, we'll travel to that area as well. So essentially what we do is it's a luxury service for any type of event. We do high-end photo prints on site that are just fun and very different types of themes that we will match. What's unique about that too is we really customize the prints. We customize the experience. We do custom backdrops and those types of things. And I feel for events, it's really important for people to have that experience, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Not just the regular little photo things that come out. They're actual themed pictures, and I think it's amazing. So
yeah, they're themed pictures, and everybody has an experience, right? Everybody's in there laughing, having fun, and then you go home with a memory. And I'm sure we all have memories, pictures, things on our fridge. How often do we print pictures anymore, right? So it's kind of like this nostalgic thing that that we don't really do anymore. We have all of our photos in our phone, and they're all digital. So it's a fun thing that people can go home with a memory from any type of event. And we don't only do weddings. We do lots of corporate events and trade shows, and there's endless possibilities for our services to expand into every market type thing. Yeah,
I think that's amazing. And how had Perro helped you? So how are you still transitioning into COVID? How, I know everything's been cut, but the smaller events or the different aspects, right?
Yep, my business did shut down during COVID because, there's no events happening right now. So, a lot of what we're doing with Perro too is we're figuring out, okay, here's your business. Here's what happened, this COVID thing, right? And what can we do to make sure that you can still stay open? And I know the word pivot's been thrown around so often, and people are like, okay, what can we do to pivot our businesses? And Perro, we're calling it reimagine. What can we do to reimagine our businesses? So for myself, my business did shut down. We did open up a little bit just for micro events here and there in the fall when we were able to. But again, we're shut down right now because we're in lockdown in the Sudbury area, right? So I developed a digital photo booth. So if you are going to a virtual event, which I'll talk about our virtual event coming up with Perro soon, if you're going to a virtual event, you can still get that experience, that photo experience, and have it branded and do all the things that we do as a photo booth. The only thing you won't get is that actual tangible item in your hand. So you'll get an email with the branded print and and digitally you can share it on your social media and that kind of stuff.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah. And what it does is it taps right into your camera on your device that you're using. It's just a link that you click on, and then it populates into this wonderful gallery of images. So you can see all the other people interacting and going through the same motions and making those memories at any kind of event, virtual event.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And that all that information is on your website, which Wendy or will add, or how does that? Do you do that? You're adapting to that?
Yep. This is something that we're doing as a business. I've been really busy with Perro, I'm not going to lie, so I haven't been pushing it that often. I'm so grateful.
I can't imagine, because you're reimagining everyone's business for them.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm working with a lot of people here. Here in Sudbury, a lot of women here in Sudbury. So haven't pushed it that much, but we have done a lot of charity type events, and we have done, like I said, we have an upcoming Perro event on May 6th, Reimagine. Awards and events. I know both of you have nominations for awards. So it's just a full day of celebrating women. We're going to have some wonderful workshops, digital marketing, some growth components. So women who are looking to grow their businesses. And then in the evening, we have a gala. So, none of us have gotten dolled up in a really long time. So it's an opportunity for us to get all dolled up, put our makeup on, and a dress. I can't even tell you the last time I wore a dress.
It'll just be a fancy top with still our pajamas on the bottom.
Yeah, we'll keep our pajama pants on. Yeah. But it's
I think I might wear a fascinator. I can get I have 4 fascinators. So the wellness warriors, we can all wear a fascinator.
There we go.
That'll be fun. So cool. Honestly, I'm all for it. Because in the evening portion is just all about fun. We have Zoe Monroy, who she's going to come do a little salsa lesson for us. Yes. We have somebody coming to do some drumming and music in the evening, and it's really just going to be an inspiring, fantastic full day and evening of events. So yeah, get ready for it. May 6th, 12:30 till 8:30 p.m. Yeah,
that is amazing. And so we'll make sure that all that link. And even if you're not a Perro member, this is certainly a great introduction to everything that's Perro, and it's fantastic, right? People who aren't Perro can join in and the fun, right? I think that's the way.
Absolutely, anybody can join in. I can.
Hopefully, we won't be in this lockdown, and we could actually meet a micro meet at the studio, which would be amazing.
Amazing, because I know you guys are featured as your Perro Circle, and I know you're such a proud Perro Circle. So that would be so amazing to see you in that space together. I will say one thing I didn't talk about with circles was there is some access to microfunding as well. So it's not only this beautiful network of women coming together and supporting each other. It's also you do have access to a grant and loan portion. So the first phase is a $500 grant and a $500 loan. Half of your circle can apply at one time, and then the second phase is a $1,000 grant and a $1,000 loan. The great thing is about this, which a lot of grants are very specific that we're looking at right now. This money can be used for anything to grow or expand your business, as long as your circle mates are agreeing to the purchases that you're looking to make. So it's not specific to anything like exporting or these lists that we have, services or accounting. It's just really anything to help your business. So those are the types of things that you can apply for with the circle grants and loans.
Yeah, I also think that as women are sort of creating and re-imaging and pivoting and doing all this great stuff to ensure that their business, whether it's brick and mortar or whether it's online or as however it's created, right? There are a few grants that are available throughout Northern Ontario. I think we were really lucky here. There's so much initiative for the North, supporting the North, right? And so if you're ever wondering, I'm sure of course, Regional Business Center in Sudbury has lots of information, but Kayla, she would be the woman, I know she's really busy, but that group is certainly, don't call Kayla, but call Perro. And then they are sort of that concierge to tell you what's going to be the best application for you to access these funds or when they're available, and then how you do it. And I love how, so you now have this new sort of landing page, correct? Or is that Lambert? I know both of you do probably, where it's like how you can access everybody. Or what is that new little thing that you have? There is a directory, isn't there, of all the different things you can use free with our memberships?
Yes. So there's a few things. Lambac is separate from Perro. So
Yeah,
Lambac,
I know that.
yeah. So they have their own grant system, but we have, if you are a part of a circle, it's a program called Go Forth, and it is series of webinars, and it just tackles everything business related. It's really such a great tool for businesses. If you are a circle member, it's only $20. And it's ample value. It's like having a business counselor sort of at your fingertips within the platform. So yeah, that is available to all circle members.
I just love the way, though, too, they have mentorship set up throughout the whole system. Because I know I ended up being a mentor to another Perro member, and and I have access if I need help, that if there's somebody that specializes in a certain thing that I'm just not being able to grasp very much, that I could be mentored up with that other Perro member as well too. And I think stuff like that, really encouraging all of us to raise up together and encourage and use each other's services as well, and refer out to other people within our groups and within the city that are Perro, and all over Ontario as well too. I think that's just an amazing thing for women entrepreneurs all over, because again, it's sometimes, unfortunately, we still, even in 2021, are a little bit behind in the game, unfortunately. But this situation and Perro in itself is one of those things that really is just, it's just amazing for us, to help on every level. So
yeah, mentoring moments is huge, and matching people when you have that need. We have this great database of women with so much talent, and then we have again, our entrepreneurs that seek that talent, right? So if you need something, you can sign up for the Mentor Moment program. If you need accounting, or I need some help with my social media, does anybody have some time? And it's just women donating their time to help other women in business. So it's Mentor Moments is such a great program that Perro runs as well.
Mm-hmm. So many wonderful things. I love it. I don't know. Everything has just been so good since I life is good in itself, but I mean, being able to connect with the ladies in my circle, use them as sounding boards, as just leaning on them in times, because these times are a little bit rough, and we all have our ups and downs when it comes to our businesses and life in general. And within my own circle, we've become very close friends, which has been a bonus as well too. So hopefully, and I think a lot of groups probably get to that point as well too, because you end up spending a lot of time with these people on and off, mostly online now because we can't get together, but at least once a week or once a month we connect, and I know with us we connect a lot more because we're pretty tight. But yeah, it's a wonderful thing. I think something that more women should connect with if they can, for sure. And that's why we wanted to have you on here, to be able to promote that, and allow others to see the fact that there is something like this out there for and you don't have to be alone. You don't have to be struggling through times like this. So
yep, absolutely. And we're putting together circles on a weekly basis. We do a circle up, which is actually, it was last night that they did it, and it's just a fun networking event that we do once a month, the last Thursday of the month. And if you're interested in just sort of connecting with other women, if you don't have women in your network already that you want or think that would be a good fit for your circle, you can meet other women in the circle ups too, and just kind of we do lots of breakout rooms, and we have different themes names and we just talk about, what we're looking for and who we are, what our businesses are, and just general networking. Even if you just wanted to do some general networking, you could hop onto a Circle Up at any time to learn more about, not only what Perro does, but what the other women are doing around in and around Ontario.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
It. Well, perfect. So any final pull it together, wham bam comments? Big
Wham
plans
bam,
for
May 6th, join us for our Reimagine event. It's going to be such an inspiring day. It's going to be on Zoom. Obviously, we can't do events in person right now. There will be a fun photo booth there, so
I think that's exciting.
I didn't know you. I'm excited about it because
because we're now brainstorming about a retreat, online retreat, or small person. I think whatever, like you can, anyways, small person sort of thing. If it's lifted, and if not, then it's a virtual retreat. But having that aspect of that picture is fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just that little bonus sort of thing, which is cool. I think I was like, that's amazing.
It makes for good memories for sure. And there's going to be lots of prizes too. The event was actually supposed to be here in Sudbury. And I'm really sad about it because I wanted to bring all the people from all over the province to show them Sudbury and to show them the women here in Sudbury, because there are so many powerful women here. There are so many inspiring women here that I wanted to really show off, I guess.
Well, and that's so
virtually. So
that's so interesting, eh? Like it went, and so even when you're kind of paying attention to what was going on, even with the International Women's Day Sudbury event, the she, her meets, whatever that she, her, is that what it is? Her, she?
Her,
yeah. And then you actually start stopping for a second and actually looking at the infrastructure, let's just say of downtown, right? And I know that's struggling, and as every downtown, I think, across Ontario is struggling, but I think it's like over 80% of the women-owned businesses, when you're looking at the shops and stuff like that, I don't know if it's high as 80, but there are a lot of women, female entrepreneurs just in downtown Sudbury alone. Never mind on the outskirts where the other smaller businesses are, or the next little business hubs are. But when you go down the street, it's so interesting to see how many women actually own businesses, physical structure, brick and mortar businesses, never mind online stuff, right? I think it's phenomenal. It's like, let's put on our big girl pants and bust the walls and just conquer, right? So it's so much fun. So much fun.
Absolutely.
Excellent. All right.
So I know that, everybody's going to flock to getting into this really, really great event just because of the fact that the Wellness Warriors, Dana, Darlene, Dawn, and myself are going to be doing a little talk. But there's also another lady that's going to be presenting as well, too. Kind of a famous lady.
Mary Walsh. Walsh, 22 minutes. Like, she's just an advocate. She's an actress. She's a writer. She's just such a wonderful person to join us for our event, and we're really excited to have her. So she's going to come on and do our keynote during the day, and then we have Sunshine Tanasco. She's from Ottawa. She runs Powwow Pitch, so she's really empowering Indigenous businesses, and she has a program there, which I know she'll talk about. She's also an author and an advocate. So, we have so many wonderful people joining us for the entire duration of the day. But that those two ladies are our two keynotes. So very excited to hear from them too.
That's going to be amazing. Amazing. Can't wait.
I know. It'll be so much fun. Thank you so much, Kayla, for joining us. Like, wow. Thank you. And I know everyone's like, probably had big plans for the weekend now that it's kind of snowing outside.
Is it?
Yep.
It's
you haven't looked outside?
Yet.
Not here yet.
No, here in the Long Lake area, we have had a smidge of snow, enough to cover stuff, and just a dusting, a little bit of sleet this morning already. So it's just like, oh, yay. So happy.
So I put in the comments a little bit about Perro, the main website link that you can grab, a little bit about FunCube and the services that Kayla offers as well too. I really find the fact that Perro actually just means I am ready. And when you take that step to join Perro, it really does cement that whole philosophy and affirmation that you are ready to take it to the next level. And this is what I found that Perro has really provided for me, is being able to really cement that that affirmation and take a hobby into something that's real for me anyways. I've also put a link for the Reimagine 2021 event that's going to be on. So people, if you are very interested in coming, grab yourself a ticket and join us. It's going to be an amazing, amazing event. And you'll be able to see a little bit about why we just love Perro so much. So thank you so much, Kayla, for joining us. And if anybody has any more questions with regards to this, you can connect with Jana or myself, or directly with Kayla, or we can direct you towards Kayla, or whatever it takes to get you the answers that you need. We can definitely do that for you. So thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks again, ladies. I love what you're doing here. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye. Have a good day, everyone.